What's going on? It's been a while since I put a video out, but something of importance came to me recently when I was on a flight the other day, and it was about advantages. And I wanted to talk about that because there's a lot to understanding what your advantages are, understanding what is the difference between the internal advantages you have and then some external advantages, and also what it means to recognize them. How do you deal with people that don't have them but are envious of you? So first part I wanted to address is essentially, what is the internal advantages that you may have that most people might not have? You might be charming, you might be funny, or maybe you don't have those things, but you're able to focus. You're able to get things done efficiently. It's all about what specifically you have proficiency in, and then also what do you find you excel a little bit more than most people. And sometimes you may not know automatically, but that's why you have to reflect on what you've seen work for yourself in the past. It's always really good to just reflect, because you get a good understanding of how things went for you, understand how easy some things were accomplished or how difficult. Some people have the advantage of being more organized than others. Me personally, my organization skills is not something I excel at. It's something I had to learn to get better at. For me, I think my focus and my ability to strategize has really been something that I found to be one of my internal advantages. And then also the external advantages, right? Some people are born in lesser developed economies, and that actually hinders them from being at the topmost of their game, so they have to go somewhere else, and that's a disadvantage that they have. But for most of you that are in reasonably developed countries, prospering developed countries, you have that advantage over a good portion of the world. And depending on where you are, you have the ability to be an entrepreneur, go to school, learn an education. So it's all about finding what is something that you have the ability to conquer in. And I think too often, most of the time, we don't always acknowledge them, or we're afraid to use them when necessary, when really that's all life is. Everything around us is essentially someone decided, hey, I have this ability, I have this creativity, I understand this area of expertise at a high level. Let me do something about it. Let me do something with it. And so that's really what it comes down to, the ability to make or create something impactful that leaves us lasting mark on the world, and they do something with it. And that's because they understand the ability of advantages and how to create something from nothing. In addition to that, there's also the part where you have to understand that there are people who may not have it like you. They may not have the network, they may not have the education, and they may not have the discipline. That's something you will have to understand as you maneuver through this life, and recognize that not everyone will have those pieces of advantages that you have, and move accordingly. Not everyone's going to be your friend or act friendly when they see that you have something, maybe internal or external. Ultimately, I think one of the greatest things that you can really do in this lifetime is take advantage of your advantages and utilize all that you have offered to you. It would be a waste to not use it all. If you're charming, good looking, go crazy, go, well, not too crazy, but you know what I mean. do what you got to do, and make the most of it. Just make the most of it. If you have the ability to be funny, make those connections. If you're really good at networking or bringing people together, people are looking for someone like you to really bring people together. And that's kind of what they're looking for. The world is looking for that. That's the other piece of this. The world is looking for those that are able to bring their best out and really showcase what makes them great. I'll probably be uploading a bit more, but this was top of mind, so I hope you guys have a good, prosperous week ahead of you. And anyway, talk to you later. Peace.